The mics are hot, and so's the gossip. Let's get into it in 3.
Welcome to In 3. I'm Danielle Graham.
And I'm Callie.
And it has been a really exciting week in our city.
It has.
The Toronto International Film Festival is here with some megastars. Yeah, I've been keeping my eye on all kinds of happenings. Sydney Sweeney all over town.
She has been.
Yeah.
She looks amazing.
She does.
She made it very clear the moment she arrived that she was not talking about any scandals or any jeans or any romances.
Yep.
So unfortunately, there's not like a lot of hot tea, but people are saying that the rumors about her Oscar performance are real.
Mm-hmm.
It's an amazing performance. She's totally lost in the character, which is really exciting. I can't wait to see it.
I know. I mean, anytime somebody takes on a role like this where they completely transform themselves, I'm always immediately invested.
Yeah, totally.
I'm excited to see it for sure. And she did look incredible all over the city.
I keep saying for all these people that are sort of like emblazoned in all the scandals, the best thing they can do is get back to work. And that's what Sydney's doing. And that's what Ryan is trying to do this week.
Yeah.
He opened the festival with his John Candy documentary.
He did.
Ryan Reynolds, of course, I'm talking about, Canada's former sweetheart,
I guess.
He looked
Status,
amazing.
it's complicated.
It's complicated. I saw him on the carpet at first in his little like Canadian t-shirt and I was like, yes. Okay, good. We're back to work.
Yep.
I felt excited to see him. I felt excited for him to like sort of reclaim his like movie stardom and kind of branch out from the drama. But then drama found him, as it does lately.
It's true. He's like a lint roller for drama.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
I'm like, hi, you're the problem. It's you. So there's this little kid, Liam, who's doing interviews for one of the radio outlets here.
Yeah.
And he's been on the carpet. So cute. He's like 10 years old. And it's such a nice little shtick. Like it's meant to disarm these big stars and get these fun sound bites out of them, right?
Yeah.
With this 10-year-old asking questions. So Liam was interviewing Ryan and it didn't go that well.
No, there's people who are saying Ryan's response was condescending to Liam's question. I think that's kind of Ryan's regular tone. Like he definitely, it can be interpreted as condescension when he's trying to be funny.
Yes.
Sometimes the line is blurry.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. So basically what happened was Liam said, "Hi, Ryan, how are you?" And Ryan crouched down and said, "I'm fine. Let's cut to the question."
Yeah.
Basically cutting off this 10-year-old boy.
Yeah, that part.
Think about how nerve-wracking it is as an adult to be asking questions to a major movie star. Think about how excited this kid must have been to be interviewing Deadpool, to be having a moment with, again, like one of Canada's biggest stars. And that's how he opens the interview.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he has kids. And I really felt like he does need to build back up some goodwill. And that's the feeling I felt when I saw him. I was like, okay, here's his chance.
Yeah.
And then
make it shine.
In my opinion, he blew it.
Yeah.
I do feel like it was rude and really put me off at a time when I was really trying to like see the good.
I know.
So, and that has a ripple effect. People are talking about it.
Oh, it's everywhere.
People are not loving it. And then in stark comparison, which is a little bit crazy, Liam, the 10-year-old, also interviewed Angelina Jolie, who we know is an icy ass queen.
I know from very personal experience.
Very personal.
That is the hardest interview to A, make happen, and B, get something out of, and C, like crack a smile, get some warmth, get something there.
Hardest cookie to crack.
Honestly, and bravo.
Yeah.
No kidding, right?
Like the way, so he asked her what her favorite movie snack was. She pulled out a Jolly Rancher from her pocket, offered him one, and then proceeded to have what I consider to be one of the loveliest exchanges. She was not rushing. She was not better than this. She had nowhere else to be. She gave Liam her full attention. And I just feel like that's a masterclass in how to be gracious from a person who's not often that gracious.
No, it's true. And I saw a few clips where she was giving good and thoughtful and engaged responses. Yeah. The face is still there. The face of I hate this and I hate you in some cases is still
Maybe
there.
That's just her resting face.
Maybe it is. Yeah. It's just like she's just like burning through your soul with her eyes. But I will say she was much more, I think, pleasant than I've seen her.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's the topic of the movie. So perhaps. It does center around her character having cancer. Mm-hmm. Obviously, cancer is something close to many of our hearts. Angie lost her mother from cancer. They were very close. So I think this is a very sort of like emotional project to be a part of. And a lot of reporters approached her with their cancer stories, how cancer's impacted their lives. So I feel like immediately that kind of disarms her and gives them something to kind of connect on.
Yeah.
But certainly this one, Ryan versus Angie, in their interviews with the same kid, shows, I think, the miss that Ryan had and an opportunity that he could have taken advantage of. And in other Ryan news, I thought it was a bit strange that Blake wasn't there with him. Right. I feel like his John Candy documentary is a really big deal for him.
Huge passion project too.
Huge passion project. Yep. He loves John Candy. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was strange that Blake wasn't there. We haven't seen them together in a while. There was a lot of speculation around her birthday because he didn't post anything, which he normally would. You know, they used to have that like joking.
Yes.
They were sort of like roasting each other, which we all loved so much. He didn't do any of that. We saw nothing from him. And then people were like, has he wiped her from his Instagram? Like there was a lot of speculation going on late last month. Then she didn't show up with him. And I was like, are we seeing this play out in real time? So she was in New York at a beauty event. But then don't worry, because the in-threers, what are we calling ourselves? The in-three.
You want to be, what do you want to be? You want to be the
threers? We need you guys to weigh in.
3Bs?
The 3Bs.
3Bs is cute.
Oh, I like 3Bs. Okay. Let us know. Weigh in if you like the 3Bs. The 3Bs always are thinking about us.
They are.
And accumulating the tea. So shout out to Carm, who messaged us. And shared that she's a Muskoka girly and she happens to know that Ryan and Blake did purchase a Muskoka home recently.
Okay.
And it does look like they were there together after TIFF.
Okay. So they're settling into their Muskoka home.
So they're not,
at this time.
I guess they're not splitting, but it does look a little.
I didn't think they were.
Well, honestly,
I guess you're like, it could be possible. I just think
I don't think they're going to make it. Like, I just think I don't know. The cards are stacked against them.
They are. Maybe if that were to happen, which I still can't see it, it'd be a few years from now. It's too hot right now to make those decisions and also make those like kind of very public announcements.
Right.
Way too much heat.
Way too much heat.
Yes.
Yes.
Speaking of hot and heat, Jacob Elordi.
Yes.
At TIFF.
Yeah.
The crowds were wild for this man.
They really were. Everybody was freaking out
over the hotness of Jacob Elordi.
Yeah, and he is truly hot.
He is.
People were surprised to see in the background on his red carpet his really recent ex, Olivia Jade, who's Aunt Becky's daughter.
Yes.
The one that was
in the
involved
scandal
in the
university
scandal. And has now dated every Hollywood hunk. And so this goes back to, I think it was last week that I said that I feel like there's this young Hollywood group where there's just like incestual couplings. Yeah. They just keep changing and moving and dating each other. So I wanted to provide you with some visual.
That's helpful.
Yeah, like a little visual diagram.
I'm a visual learner.
I know
so
you
this
are.
Is great
so
for me.
I brought a whiteboard so that we could really hammer this home.
Oh my gosh, it is back to school season, everybody. And Callie brought a whiteboard.
Okay, so we have Jacob Elordi, who's a recent ex from
Olivia Jade. Yep.
So that goes across there. Olivia Jade was seen last week on a date with Glenn Powell.
Whoa. So now we're going over here.
Glenn Powell obviously was rumored to be dating Sydney Sweeney.
And now we're going over here. Okay.
Sydney Sweeney was recently rumored to be dating
Scooter Braun.
Okay. Now back to Jacob Elordi. He also has dated Kaya Gerber.
That's right.
Kaya Gerber was recently exes with Austin Butler. Austin Butler was seen on a date last week with
Emily Ratajkowski.
Emily Ratajkowski was Harry Styles' rebound when he broke up with
Olivia
Wilde.
There you go.
Harry Styles is now dating very seriously, it looks like,
Zoe Kravitz,
who was also allegedly sleeping with Austin Butler.
Yes.
Okay, right.
Oh, Louis Pullman to Kaya Gerber, current couple.
And then Pete Davidson with Emily Ratajkowski and Kaya Gerber.
Woo!
So
this is how that looks, everybody. Study this.
Take a screenshot if you need to.
Well, thank you for that, Callie.
You're welcome. I just wanted to really demonstrate what's going on over there. They're in heat. They're all very hot.
Yeah.
And they're having a good time swapping partners.
I guess.
Left and right.
Pam Anderson.
I think we just need to put a little punctuation on the end of this conversation.
I agree.
Our community was very hot about the fact that potentially this was a ruse.
Yes.
With Liam Neeson and Pam Anderson, and sort of piggybacking on our conversation last week where I was like, hold my beer, I'm upset. Mm-hmm. Seems like everyone's upset. So Pam heard us.
She did.
She was accepting a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Deauville American Film Festival. And she gave a speech.
Where she said, I do not and will never feed into PR stunts. That will be a death sentence. I'm authentically driven. I'm superstitious when it comes to love. So she said all those things. I am not doing this.
Yeah.
The words are one thing. Okay. Fine and fair. That's what she's saying.
Yeah.
What I can't get over, and the only thing that really stuck with me is, does Pam Anderson have an accent now? Did you hear this?
I have to listen back because I feel like I listened to it a while ago. But okay, I'll play it. I have it here.
Okay, so this is her saying the words I just said, but with her accent.
Will never feed into PR stunts. That would be a death sentence. I am authentically driven. I'm superstitious when it comes to love. I'm not comfortable sharing any shred of my romantic life, for as you can see, it is only built up and torn down in days in a media culture that is quick to judge and ruin it. I know I will fall in love again and again on screen. That is my job. There are no silly games being played. I am sincere. Do not mistake my kindness for weakness.
That sounds like an Irish accent.
Doesn't sound like a girl from the west coast of Canada.
It sure does not.
This sounds, when you spend a lot lot of time with an accent, you pick up some of those affectations.
Right.
That's what that sounds like to me.
That's totally what that sounds like. It sounds like she was like writing this speech and Liam was there and they're like, okay, we have to address this.
Yeah.
And he was like, here's what, like,
don't.
I guess.
I'm going to stop you.
And then she's like, I will fall in love again and again. And I will
I know. It's like when Harry and Meghan first started dating and Meghan developed a bit of an accent.
Yeah. Or Gwyneth and Chris Martin.
That's right.
Or Guy Ritchie and Madonna.
Right. Madonna had it too.
But even more intense because Irish is so distinct.
Yes.
Like, oh my God, that's crazy.
So I think that's all the proof we need that these two are still together.
Okay.
It's the end of this conversation.
Done.
We're not talking about it anymore. They've taken up so much of our time and our mental capacity.
100%. But this is good news for me.
This is good news. I'm glad you feel good about this.
I do feel good.
We have so many great things to get to today. The big three, the Biebers. Hailey and Justin have been very busy.
Coordinated launches.
Many launches.
We love to see it.
Yeah, we do love to see it. So we're going to get into everything that's been happening with them.
Yeah.
Lots happening on the Royals front.
Yes.
Harry, Meghan, Kate, Catherine, Her Royal Highness, the Princess of Wales. Good, everybody. We're good. I covered every title.
Every title.
I get some heat when I don't address her correctly.
Yep.
And then we're going to get into the VMAs.
Yeah.
And everything that happened at the show.
Yeah, that was a big one.
It was.
And then we have to talk about Charlie Sheen.
I guess we do.
Something I never thought that we would say.
I know.
But he's always been fascinating. He continues to be fascinating and polarizing. And I know you're getting a little heated about this.
I'm a little hot about this one.
Can't wait to hear what you have to say.
So that's later on in the show.
Yeah.
Okay, Cal.
Yeah.
Let's get into the Biebers celebrating their 7th wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
7 years this week. Isn't that?
I can't believe it.
I know. And I will say, I'm really happy to see where they are right now. Because if you want to go back a few months ago,
oh my God,
we were both concerned that things were not looking great. And I was a little concerned about the state of their marriage and their future.
They seem to be in step for a while now. And I think, again, going back to my theory that like getting back to work kind of solves all drama.
You're right.
I really do feel like since he released his first swag album, that really helped him kind of get back to the work, the passion, the creativity, the focus, and I think he's really stepped up because of it, and I love to see that for them. And now I feel like he's just so excited about the work, he just can't stop.
Right. Can we talk about Swag 2?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, so Swag 2 was a surprise drop.
Again,
another one.
Same type of drop.
23 songs.
Right.
Which feels like a lot.
Yeah, another 23 after the last 20.
That's a lot. Did we need this album, do you think?
I definitely don't think we needed this album.
Okay, I agree.
But I will say I like it better than the first.
Did you listen to the whole thing?
Yeah.
I
had a lot of driving to do this weekend.
That's
in Kelowna.
Right. You were on a cross country trip.
Driving up the mountains.
Yes.
And I was like, let's listen to Bieber. So I listened through it a couple of times. And I actually liked it a lot. If you remember, we both didn't love the first Swag album. I felt like there weren't a lot of pop anthems, bops, anything like that.
Memorable.
Yeah. This one is kind of similar. It's not like there's no like bangers, but there's a couple of bops. I was like more like by the end of a song, I'd be like singing the chorus, which I feel like is how you know that like if something becomes like Becca, close your ears. If you know, you know. If something becomes an earworm, my sister doesn't like worms. Oh, I'm not even allowed to say that word around her. When something becomes an earworm, before the song is even over, I feel like that's how you know it's like a little bit of a bop. So I felt like there was
a baby bop,
a mini bop.
Okay.
A lil bop.
Okay.
Like for Lil Bieber. So I feel like there was a couple of those. So I would rate it higher than the first one, but apparently I'm alone in that because Rolling Stone, who gave his first Swag album 4 out of 5, gave this album 2 out of 5 and said, sometimes in life we all over swag.
Yeah. The title of that article was The Boy Who Swagged Too Much.
He swagged too much.
And I'm going to have to agree. I feel like this album is the Grey's Anatomy of music. We don't need any more.
We don't need a 12 billionth season.
It's there. It's not groundbreaking. It's formulaic.
Right.
It's not doing anything for me. Yeah, this is just not my favorite era of Justin. If this is his therapeutic era and this is him kind of purging and getting all those feelings out there and releasing everything, I hope there's no more because we're at 43 songs.
Yeah.
I hope that's it now
for this little chapter.
Swagging. And then we can move on into, to some other tones and songs because this was not my favorite at all.
I do think it was therapeutic. This one had a lot of loving songs and declarations of love to Hailey. And so if he had to do that and if this is what it takes to get him back on track, I'm totally here for it. I will support. I just want him to be well. And it looks like he's been more well the more music he puts out.
That's true.
So I'm kind of here for it. Yeah, there really is a correlation between the work and what seems to be his stability.
Yeah. A lot of themes in the music about fatherhood and marriage and acknowledging the hard times. The song I do like just because it's one of my favorite words. Okay. Hallelujah.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Because it's something I say to you all the time. Yeah. If something good happens, I'm always like, hallelujah.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I love that song.
We love it. They have been on the move. Obviously, they were in New York first.
Yes.
People thought maybe Justin was going to be performing at the VMAs. That was kind of an exciting little rumor that was going around. Unfortunately, we didn't get that.
I know.
But what we did get was Hailey's very big business moment.
Massive.
And a big day for her, where she unveiled the brand new Rhode at Sephora.
Huge
For her, huge for me.
Yep.
I am so excited about this because it's been so cumbersome to order Rhode products, and now we finally get them
so streamlined
at the store down the street.
Yes.
Which is amazing. And then she also rang the bell at the New York Stock Exchange,
which was such a moment to witness.
Yeah.
Alicia Keys was there as well. And
why was Alicia there? Didn't need that.
I'm not sure, actually. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't support Alicia Keys anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do I need to know why?
Well, she's just not.
She lost you.
Yeah, she lost me. Unfortunately, it's a political thing.
Okay.
But yeah, I was like, why is Alicia there? Like, bring, I was going to say Gigi Hadid, but she's also politically not with me. Who could we bring?
Just
Kendall Jenner.
Okay, bring the Jenner.
Bring a Jenner.
Yeah. But it was a really cool moment because it was the solidifying of Elf acquiring Rhode.
Yes.
And what a huge moment for her to be there and
Yeah.
see that. Okay, and then she was here in Toronto.
Yeah, I didn't know she was coming.
No, neither did I. At our friend's restaurant, Bar Prima, nonetheless.
I know. Shout out Bar Prima.
Yes.
We love to see that.
We do. So she was here with Sephora Canada for the launch of Rhode into Sephora. She did say that Sephora Canada was one of the top selling locations when Rhode came into store. And I thought that's because of you.
You're welcome.
You did that.
Just making my contribution to the Bieber family.
You sure are.
100%.
Okay, I want to talk about the current state of their relationship.
Okay.
Which feels obviously good in the state of their marriage. I just mean in terms of their work and who's doing what.
Yeah.
In the current state, and this is not me minimizing Justin's incredible accomplishments and everything he's done in his amazing career. This is just kind of where they are now. It's like she is the money-making businesswoman.
Hell
okay,
yeah.
making big moves, and he's kind of in this artist passion project era.
Yeah.
His albums, his shoes or sandals or whatever those are that I still don't know how to pronounce.
Yes, the foamy thing.
It has an S and a
I
K.
think it's a Skylark.
It's a Skylark.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a Skylark. So he's kind of just making art for the sake of art.
Right.
And because she's doing so much on the business side, it's giving him the ability to do that.
Yeah, she's like, here, honey, what do you want to do today?
Go play.
Go play
Yeah.
with your friends.
But I mean, truly though, and I know he's done so many wonderful things, and I'm happy he's in this like
Absolutely. No, we love
rediscovering
him.
era. But she is absolutely making the biggest
Financing it.
moves. She is bankrolling it.
She is definitely bankrolling it.
All right, want to move on to the Royals? Oh, there's been a lot happening.
Oh, boy.
With the three key players anyway.
Yeah.
Harry, Meghan, and Kate.
Yes.
Lots going on there.
Yes.
Let's start with Harry. So Harry made his first trip back to London since April. Remember when he was there in April? It was about that security issue and his desperate plea to
and his
get
like living room interview.
That's right. The taxpayer funded private security that he wanted. That's what he was there for. In April. Now he's back. He's there for his charities to support some of the charities he's still very involved with. Also visited his grandmother's grave on the 3rd anniversary of her passing, and is rumored to be meeting with his dad. Has not seen King Charles in 20 months. Last time he saw his dad was after his dad's diagnosis. He was going through treatment. Harry made a trip over. They met for 45 minutes. And then King Charles went off to Sandringham to recover.
Right.
So this meeting is a long time coming. Harry made that plea in the interview you mentioned, the living room interview. He wanted to reconcile. He wanted to have a conversation, and he was hoping that they'd be open to that. So it looks like his dad might be the first person willing to receive Harry and maybe hear him out a little bit, which is a step.
Yeah, I don't know if it's confirmed. I think it's speculated.
Yes.
Because, so basically Harry's there for 4 days, which again, as you said, is his longest trip back since the Queen passed. His dad is in Scotland, where he lives, but he will be back for one afternoon for cancer treatment. And there's speculation that if they were to ever meet during this trip, that would be the moment it would happen. So I don't even know if it's something we can, like, I would love to see that for them.
Yeah.
And I think people are rooting for a little bit of a reconciliation.
Something.
But it's not like there's been no confirmation. I think it's just like, okay, I think Harry's kind of tossing out a Hail Mary here. Like, hey guys, I'm in town. If anyone's around, let me know. Who's definitely not going to be around and made it known through official Kensington Palace
channels.
Yes. Is his brother, William,
Yeah.
who wants clearly nothing to do with him, because Kensington Palace again made a statement saying he's busy when Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week, which were the days Harry was going to be there. So making it kind of known that that's not something that's going to happen.
He's booked and busy. And entirely unavailable.
We ain't got time for
William's
that.
concerns are that of trust. You know, when Harry doesn't get his way, Harry kind of runs his mouth. He runs to the BBC. He tells all the family's secrets.
Yeah.
Everything that happens with the press and the firm and the way things are positioned. And William doesn't want to put himself in a situation where if they had a meeting and it didn't go well, Harry runs and goes and books an interview and tells all, which is probably why we don't know for sure if he's meeting with his dad for the exact same reasons. Because again, if it doesn't go well, what's going to happen? Harry's going to go sulking away and tell more than he should. So trust is a real issue here.
Right.
And I see it. Like, I get it. 100%. I get why there would be reluctance to open up that path of communication, because this person has previously gone and spilled a lot.
Totally.
Yeah.
They're going to have to test the waters and ease in slowly with Harry being like, okay, here's the first step. Let's meet and see how much of this gets leaked.
Right.
And if not, then let's proceed forward. And if so, then we retreat. And I feel like it's really up to Harry how he moves. He wants this reconciliation. Well, he has to put his money where his mouth is. Like, he has to start moving that way.
He does.
And he hasn't.
No, he hasn't. And honestly, let's be real here. Time is moving on. His dad is older. His health
clearly still battling cancer.
His health isn't great, to our understanding. Still dealing with cancer. So these, once a year trips aren't really going to cut it if you're trying to build that fence.
But I mean, they're going to have to move back to the UK soon, because Hollywood, their time there is really, really, it's running short.
It's not great. So it's not great. August 26th was supposed to be a really big day for Meghan Markle.
Right.
Okay. Dropping the second season of With Love Meghan.
Yeah.
Big Bloomberg interview. Launched more products in her line. Did not make but a ripple. Not a wave. Nary a ripple.
No.
Because Taylor Swift got engaged that day.
Right.
So it all was eclipsed.
Oh my God,
like
poor
everything.
Meghan.
See, none of that even registered for you, because Taylor Swift eclipsed everything that was happening.
God.
So that day came and went.
It really did.
But the second season of the show is out. By second season, I mean they taped one big season and then just
0.5.
Severed it.
Second
and
half.
rolled out the second half of this first season, and it's not doing well.
It didn't even crack the top 10 on Netflix.
No.
Her first one, the first season, was closer to 3 million views in the first week. This one not even cracking 2 million in the first 2 weeks.
Oh boy.
And I think the reason why the first one did well, quote unquote, like in terms of statistics and analytics, is because you had the people that wanted to watch it, and then you had the people that wanted to watch it to hate on it.
Yep.
Who were curious and kind of like knew it wasn't a fit for them, but like wanted to see it just to kind of like, have an opinion.
Yeah.
This time, the people who saw the first half are not bothering with the second half. They already know they hate it. They already know it's not a fit for them. And considering the fact that it is like basically the second half of the first season, there were no changes made. There was no feedback given, like we spoke about when we first talked about it. Like, it's not like they filmed it, heard the audience and made some, sound changes to make it like closer to what people would actually want to watch.
Exactly.
It's just the same old stuff. It's just the same old monochromatic flower sprinkles with famous people who she claims to be her friends who are clearly not that close of friends.
Yeah.
Doing sort of mundane, like glorifying very mundane kitchen home lifestyle things.
But also claiming that everything is easy. Oh, it's a cinch. I took great offense to it's not hard to make a hot breakfast for your partner and your children. It's not hard. I'm like, the hell it's not. For the rest of us,
of that,
it's actually really hard. First of all, I'm not cooking breakfast for Randall. I'm just not doing that.
Right.
I'm not making my partner a hot breakfast. I love him, but he's capable of getting his own breakfast.
Correct.
I'm taking care of the children, and it's often not a hot breakfast because mornings they don't support that.
Right.
We can't do that. And then the other thing is like she's making these resin necklaces with her kids' names and letters and florals. Who's doing resin?
No.
It's not easy. So that's the part where it doesn't land. And you're exactly right. I was of the curious camp, season 1. I wanted to see it, not to hate it. I was curious because I do love.
Well, it is a fit for you.
Yeah,
that's in your wheelhouse.
I love a DIY. I love cooking. I love home stuff. This is totally my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And this was a no for me. And I will not watch any more of it because I don't need to see any more of it. I think the other thing with doing the second season or cutting the first season in half, there was no opportunity to incorporate her product line.
Right.
It could have been a big infomercial for as ever. It could have had all of the jams, all of the flour sprinkles, all the crepe mixes everywhere, but it didn't have that opportunity because it was shot so long ago. I did go on her website though, because there was this new product launch and I was curious to see availability because as we know, everything's been selling out so quickly. You can get everything now. Everything is available. Nothing is sold out except for the marmalade in the keepsake box.
Oh.
So if you had your heart set on that, you're not going to get it, but you can get everything else. So either they figured out the supply issue or people just aren't buying it. There is going to be a holiday special.
Right.
So maybe we'll see some product stuff incorporated there.
Yeah. Again, another one that nobody asked for.
No, but also if I'm Netflix right now, I'm wondering if this $100 million was the right investment.
But they now have like an out, right? Because now it's just a right of first refusal.
That's what the new deal is.
So the new deal is like they don't have to produce anything from them, but they do get the first right, which is kind of a smart insurance policy for them. If it ends up being a project that is an amazing idea or something that they see a lot of value in, they can, lock it in.
Yes.
But I honestly can't see Netflix continuing to work with them. This was a flop. You can't even find, I had to literally type in the letters into the search engine, because they buried it so far down.
Right. Well, because no one's searching for it.
Because no one's searching for it. So the algorithm puts it at the bottom. This is a colossal failure again after, so many missteps. And let me be clear to anyone who is wondering, I want Meghan and Harry to be successful.
Yeah.
I actually like her. I think at the beginning she stood for so much good and stood for women and for diversity and for empowerment of women in business and sort of autonomy and making strong choices. And so to be clear, I was a big fan of Meghan. The fact that she cannot make it any businesses work with her entitlement, with her opportunities, with all of the things that she has going for her.
More than anybody
is an issue with her likability and her ability to connect with an audience and her team's ability to execute.
That's right.
Period.
You're right.
I love them. I want them to be great and well, the same as I wish the Biebers well. I wish the same for Harry and Meghan. But I can't deny the fact that there's a reason why none of this is working.
Across all platforms.
It's not nothing is landing. Nothing. And it's I just think people mistake sometimes our criticisms for not liking her or being haters. It's I'm just telling you what I think of the products that she's putting out and what I'm seeing in the in the information that we're given in the press. So I just want to make that clear because I'm not sure if that's unclear.
It's an important distinction.
Yeah.
None of the podcasts have been renewed or continued.
Right.
I don't know how many attempts at that there were.
Right.
Plus the reports from the people who worked at Spotify on the first one and how horrible it was of an experience to work.
Yep.
Apart from the Harry and Meghan Netflix show,
yes,
that one did okay.
Yeah.
The rest, not great.
Right.
As Ever, I think, is selling, but
they can't keep it in stock
or whatever that looks like.
Supply chain issue, like that launch was messy.
Yep, it's just not working.
I think if they're gonna make it work, they need Harry to be a part of it, because obviously the fascination is with the two of them, and what we would like to see is who Meghan is with him in that relationship.
Yeah.
Interested to see if they make that choice next, because it's very clear that her on her own is not working right now.
No. And he's the kind of partner who would swoop in.
But he didn't for this. And I think that was a gaping hole. He
Yeah.
didn't not even for a toast, not for a hot breakfast, not for anything.
No, but maybe she was trying something on her own. I got this, H.
Yeah.
This is all me.
H.
This is all me.
Yeah.
I got it. And now
it's
recognizing,
like, no.
you're right, the power and the interest is in the duo, not in the uno.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a really great point.
Yeah.
Gosh, you're smart. Do we want to talk about Kate and her blonde hair for one moment?
Pop in there.
So this was a brondening that literally threw the world off its axis for a moment there. People were just, this was like headline news.
Yeah.
So yeah, she went a little bit blonder for like a day.
Yeah.
Okay. She stepped out. The world went crazy. People were saying it was a wig, and it very well could be.
Which, hello.
Yeah, the woman
she has just been recovering from cancer.
Yeah.
Have we all lost our minds?
I mean, it sure felt like it.
Have we all lost our manners and our minds and our sense of compassion? Like, I was so mad about that. It probably was a wig or a topper or something.
Sure.
Because within a day she was back to brunette, which the only way we can do these types of things. She for sure doesn't have time to sit in that coloring chair within a day's notice to get it back to brown. I guarantee it was a wig or something. And the fact that I know the British press is tough, but like to be that hard on a woman who is recovering from cancer.
Yeah.
And be on her tail about whether it's a wig or not. Like, honestly.
I know.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Those comment sections were horrendous.
Like, zero space for that.
None whatsoever. So clearly she saw, heard, and felt all of that. Changed her hair within the day, as you said. I applaud her for trying something new.
I agree.
As you know, I'm not the best with trying new things with my hair. So
You're getting so much better, though.
Thank you so much. I applaud her for trying something new. She didn't need to, though, because her hair is so iconic.
Like, it is so iconic.
That shade, that blowout, that bounce is her look. And if she had to for reasons due to her health, then good for her for trying something.
Absolutely.
I think that should be applauded. And I hope she's feeling good.
I hope she's feeling good
Me too.
Diana's hairstylist from back in the day, Sam McKnight, spoke out, just like sharing his shock and dismay at the disgusting, nasty comments that were going on. And he just said, like, basically, how dare you? She has brilliantly and quietly, unselfishly represented our country. Cancer affects individuals differently, but is life-changing for everyone. So FFS, which is for fuck's sakes, leave her alone and shame on you. And I said, amen.
Amen.
Amen. And
Hallelujah.
Absolutely.
I love it.
All right. VMAs.
Okay. These VMAs were coded for the 90s girlies.
They were.
Jessica and Ashley Simpson.
I know. Well, I almost didn't recognize Jess on the red carpet. It was her first VMAs in almost 20 years. She hasn't been there since 2008.
Wow.
Which is crazy. And I have never seen her like this. She was like full clean girl aesthetic.
Yeah.
Her hair was off her face. She only had one layer of clothing on. She didn't have smudged black mascara everywhere. She was like understated, less is more makeup. She was in a gown that was like very kind of like low for her, low fuss.
I loved it.
I thought she looked great.
Yeah, I did too.
And I was like, she's back.
She's back.
And she was performing a few nights prior, singing her old hits for the first time in so long. I Want to Love You Forever and a few of the other ones. And she said in an interview on the carpet at the VMAs that lit a fire in her that she hasn't felt in so long, and that it's really inspired her to come back and write some music. I feel like what we're not saying is that she did write a breakup album.
And it's like, well,
she's like, actually, let's not count that.
Yeah,
like, I think
let's go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, let's go back to pop.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what was not said, but basically she said she's back, and her and Ashley are teasing a collaboration.
Which, please,
so living for that.
Yes. Paris Hilton was there, also a 90s throwback.
Oh my God.
For me, the highlight, because of the absurdity, you know exactly what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
It was Mariah Carey.
Oh my God.
She was given the Video Vanguard Award.
Yes.
She actually said, "What took you so long, MTV?" which I think is the most Mariah
she's
thing.
she never won a Moon Man. In her entire career, they never gave her a trophy.
That's actually crazy. Possible.
That's actually crazy.
It is, because when the medley of her songs came out, I was just like, yes,
No,
so good.
That's crazy.
That had me pumped up.
Yeah.
Mariah, not so pumped up. Like, she could not have done less.
She literally has one speed, one intonation.
Yeah.
She can barely walk, as we know, without assistance.
Yeah.
And she just gives everything like a 3 out of 10.
100%.
Yeah.
She is the definition of do less.
Yeah, do less.
She's like, I am doing.
She's like, I did it all. I don't need to do more.
Now I will do the least. I actually I laughed out loud during one of her songs. I don't know which it is, where the line is, I came to have a party or whatever. Yeah. She's like this, I came to have a party. No, it was actually worse. I came to have a party. Just dead. No pump. No what? Like, imagine Gaga singing that line. We would have heard it in Toronto.
Yeah, blow the roof off.
This was not that. And that's why I love her so much. Just a robot. She doesn't even move. She actually moves like Glass Man. Like, she's afraid of breaking.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
The movements are just so minor. We're not moving our neck. Mobility. We're not turning all the way.
Yeah. And I think she just has this perspective of like, someone will do it for me. Or people are just going to remember that at one time I gave it my all.
Right.
And now I'm just coming at 3.
Right.
3 out of 10.
That's the best you're going to get. And then the opposite of that is Lady Gaga, who did the most.
Always gives it her all.
And then some.
Yeah.
She made up for Mariah's 7 points that she missed. Well, she added those.
Gaga won the very first award. And the reason why they had to announce it first was because she was heading over to Madison Square Garden right after to perform her actual tour.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Ooh, that woman.
The thread through all of these women is Ariana Grande.
Yes.
Who sat next to Gaga. Could not be more effusive. She has just become in my opinion, like a caricature of her former self. Like, yes. The look of surprise at all times. It's also the shape of her eyebrows, which now invert. Like they go up in the middle instead of, you know.
They've been confusing me since the Oscars. I don't know.
It's really like something's happening. But her look of just always like Disney princess, like, what? Yeah, like that. It's exactly like that. Well, and it's like, she also gave the award to Mariah. They had a long-standing beef, right? Where Mariah basically would not acknowledge her existence. But so now ridiculous. She has won Mariah's affection because, of course, Ariana is one of the biggest stars in the world now, thanks to Wicked and all the things she has going on.
Yeah.
And basically, Ariana walked Mariah off, or was one of the people who walked her off. And for every one step of Mariah's, it was like 50 little Ariana steps because she's become so strange. She is like this little fairy. She thinks she's a fairy.
She's Glinda.
Like, Ariana was also seen with Sabrina and Tate. Like, basically she is your pop star's favorite pop star.
Yeah.
You know, so everybody was getting their moment with Ariana. Gotta say, our girl Tate, I think the performance she delivered at the VMAs, we will remember for decades.
I completely agree.
I cannot. She is incredible.
Tate flippin' McRae. That's what I thought when I was watching this.
Crazy.
Like, even the way it opened, it was just all like, bam,
I was
acrobatics.
Like,
whoa. Someone's holding me. I'm in the splits. Now I'm in some kind of sand. What was that?
The sand. So cool.
All of it.
And I love how
she's so talented.
Had a new interpretation. Like, I think, you know, there were a lot of nods to Britney, and everyone's talking about how a lot of Sabrina's performance were nods to Britney with the silver and bejeweled bustier in the rain with the dance break is something that Britney used to do a lot of. And no shade to Sabrina, I think she did amazing too. But Tate with the sand and the whole performance, like that was all original.
Yeah.
Like and yes, queen. If she wasn't on everyone's radar before, I think that cemented it. Just to put things in perspective, she's 22. When Britney performed "I'm a Slave for You," she was 19.
Whoa.
Isn't that a crazy thing?
She was so young. I guess I don't know. I had no
I know, because she just
frame of reference for that.
She was so adulted, or I don't know the word for it, but
was
like
so big in the world at that time.
She just was like one of one. Just checking in on the romantic statuses of our pop girlies.
Tell me.
Ariana came alone. She came with her family. Ethan Slater, people were like, oh yeah, he's out. Not? Well, unless he's just randomly posting about her, but he posted her acceptance speech onto his Instagram stories.
Okay.
With like some hearts.
Well, Wicked is still in play right now, so.
They're still in their Wicked era.
Yeah.
Jessica Simpson, after we weren't sure about her coach rendezvous with her ex, Eric, last week.
Yes.
She was interviewed on the carpet saying, someone asked her about who she would choose as the sexiest man alive for People magazine. We're still doing that.
Mm-hmm. It's David Beckham.
She, of course.
Sorry.
Or maybe Romeo, which after his birthday. Anyway.
It's David. But okay, I see Romeo.
She was asked about this. She doubled down on, I am a very, very single woman. Mm-hmm. Very, very single. And she seemed a little boy crazy. She was like, there's so many hot guys out there. Guess who her number one was?
Who?
We would agree.
We would?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Charlie Hunnam.
Okay. Yes.
So, yes, Jess, we see you.
She's our girl.
Yes. Yep. Get in line.
So, confirmed single.
Confirmed single.
Good.
Yes.
Good for our girl.
Yeah.
That was a fun VMAs.
It was.
All right, Cal. We have to talk about Charlie Sheen.
All right. Let her rip.
Do I want to? I don't know.
Right.
But we're gonna.
Yeah.
No, I do want to, actually. So, he's got a new book out, a memoir. Mm-hmm. The Book of Sheen, and a Netflix series as well. Where do I want to start here? So
I'm dying to know.
Well, listen, as you know, memoirs are our favorite type of book, right? I love reading people's stories. As I started to read excerpts from this book and, getting my kind of bearings and wetting my whistle in anticipation of it, I thought, you know what? I'm not reading this. I'm not going to spend my money and read this book about this person who I don't believe has become a better person. I don't think Charlie Sheen is deserving of my empathy or my time. Charlie Sheen, yes, of course, had a troubled past with drugs, alcohol, and all of that. This has nothing to do with his addiction. I know addiction is a disease, and he suffered from that. He is allegedly sober now. My problems from Charlie come from everything surrounding that. It's the lack of accountability for so much of his behavior. He claimed that during that run leading up to being fired from 2.5 Men,
the Tiger Blood era,
the Tiger Blood and the winning, which was his most unhinged era, he was reckless abandon. He was a menace to society on that set and to everybody he worked with. They offered him, Chuck Lorre offered him the private jet from the studio to go to rehab to get better, and he said no. Do you know what he said the issue at that time was? It wasn't the drugs, the cocaine and the crack and the booze and the painkillers. It was testosterone. I was using testosterone cream, and I was using too much of it, and it mimics a steroid-like effect in the body, and what you were seeing at that time was actually roid rage.
Oh, it wasn't the 7 grams of crack you were smoking?
Like, this is what I'm talking about. If he came and was authentically saying, I really screwed up this amazing opportunity. I ruined people's days and mental health, and I was problematic.
Careers, yeah.
No, it wasn't my fault.
Never mind his kids' lives and the lives of his exes.
Well, that's the next part. So now this person did all of those things, refused the treatment and the help, went on TV and did all those really, really unhinged interviews, and then directly affected the lives of all these other people. The ripple effect of his choices and his actions and the way he moved through the world, they are monumental. He is yes, an addict, that's not the part of it. He is a narcissist. He's a problematic person, and he's not a good guy. And the fact that he claimed, here I go again.
Keep going.
He did an interview with David Duchovny, and he said in that interview, he said, I'm a good guy, and sometimes good guys do bad things. No, Charlie Sheen, you're not a good guy. You're an abuser. You domestic violence against numerous partners. You're a terrible father. You were a terrible person to work alongside. And all you're doing now is writing a story about it because you can't work because you've been fired from every project you've ever been on.
Yeah, you're broke.
You're broke, bro.
Let's call it what it is.
That's it. That's all I got to say. And I thought, you know what? Also, no woman would be given this amount of grace.
I was going to say.
No woman would be given this amount of grace where we can laugh off this, what you've done. Look what you've done to people's lives.
And
look at the hurt you caused.
And even his ex-wives, like Denise Richards, who has been completely written off from Hollywood.
Yes.
She had to go, to Bravo to be on The Housewives. And even there, she wasn't well received. And kind of was like the laughing stock of The Housewives. And I 100% agree that the grace and forgiveness that has been shown to Charlie Sheen in the media of late is something that a woman would never experience.
Not 1/10 of it.
Written off, like discarded,
yes,
thrown in the trash,
yes,
mocked, and forever.
How many comebacks can this man have? Why are we still apologizing for his behavior? I'm not doing it. I'm not participating. I'm not watching. I'm not reading. We're talking about it today because it's in the headlines. But other than that, I don't give a shit about Charlie Sheen and what happens to Charlie Sheen anymore. I think he is a person who has a long way to go in his journey to healing. This is not a healing journey. This is a top up the bank account. That's what this is. It's opportunistic.
He definitely needs to top up the bank account. As you said, he was earning almost $2 million an episode in the early 2000s. He squandered that money to the point where now he's worth $3 million.
Stop.
He was once worth like $200 million. He's now worth $3 million.
Total.
Oy. So he needs the cash.
Yeah.
How did he squander it? Well, he has, 5 kids, 2 ex-wives, and he has had a boatload of people who have been trying to extort him. He had a boatload of people on the payroll trying to cover up all of his secrets, right?
Yep.
He was covering up the fact that he had HIV, which he then revealed in 2015. And he said he revealed it then because he had to stop paying all the people that were trying to extort him. Then in this press tour, he revealed that he has been engaging in homosexual activity over the years. And there were people who were trying to extort him for those secrets. And now sort of revealing that has allowed him, to have some peace of mind. Like, talk about high cortisol, like going to bed with those secrets and hoping that no one's going to reveal them. And then, the relief of not having to pay these people off anymore is probably a huge deal for him. But anyways, and then, the prostitutes and the drugs and the things that he's spent over the years on those things. So he's left with not a lot of money. So that
is not a lot of money.
He needs cash and he needs it fast.
He does.
I do have compassion for addicts, and I always tend to give people the benefit of the doubt. So I do think that there's an opportunity for change. I don't know that he hasn't changed or hasn't tried to rectify the situation with his kids. I know one of his sons lives with him now, so there has to be some reparation. He does say he has a close relationship with his grandkids of his oldest daughter. And he says, like, one of the best things about that is that he's been sober for as long as they've been alive. So they've never known him to be an addict. And that's a beautiful thing for him.
Now I feel like a jerk.
Don't. No,
I just feel like this is a person.
You are right. And I'm just trying to
no, I do have, of course, I have compassion for anybody who's been through those type of struggles. And I hope I made that very clear.
No, you did.
Where I don't.
And he's a piece of shit.
Well, that's the thing. Where I don't have empathy is when you've done and not really proven that you are a changed person. His daughter, Sammy, the one who was the precipice for the going to rehab, is an OnlyFans content creator who claims he's not sober.
I tend to give people the benefit of the doubt. But having said that, I was watching a lot of interviews that he's done recently, just trying to like find a glimmer of humanity in him. And then I tried to sort of give him the benefit of the doubt where his kids were concerned, because I'm like, okay, so he got sober. He says it's for his children. He says he's single and, you know, like off of everything, including sex and all the addictions he had. But then when they asked him about Sammy, who's the only one of his kids that doesn't speak to him still. Bless. I mean, the amount of trauma that she's endured.
Unimaginable.
When they asked about her, I saw in his eyes the narcissism. He was like, yeah, well, you know, every day is a new day, so you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like, anything could happen. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what I did wrong. He literally said this. I don't know what I did wrong. And I was like, okay, we're done here. You don't know what you did wrong? Oh,
Bro,
my God.
I just read it all. And that's like that's like 30%.
No, not even.
I don't know what I did wrong. This is where I mean. No, see?
Yeah.
No
accountability.
And for me, no accountability means no empathy from me and no goodwill from me.
Not today, Charlie Sheen.
Not today, Charlie Sheen.
You know, and this is a toxic trait of mine that I'm trying to get rid of.
No, I love this.
Which is giving people who don't deserve it the benefit of the doubt.
We're working on that.
You know who you are.
Yeah, and I know who they are for you. As your dragon, I know who they are. But I love that. And I love the depths of your empathy. I think it's one of your most beautiful qualities. And you do always look for the good and the nuggets of reform in a person. I don't see them here.
No, they're not with us in this room.
Is the new Charlie Sheen in the room with us?
He is not.
He's not. Sorry, I got hot there.
I love it. No, I know I'm sweating. I love a passionate Danielle rant.
Okay, that's
it was good.
I'm really having a good day. It might not sound like that. This one just set me off a little bit.
No, we love it.
We do love it. We love you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here with us. And please keep sending us these juicy DMs.
Oh my God.
Our DMs are so good.
The in-threeers, what do we say? 3Bs. The 3Bs are sleuthing around for us.
They are.
We love that you're on the mission. Thank you for sending all the tea. We love you so much.
We do. If you have any other name suggestions, come at us, because we do need a name for us.
3Bs is cute.
3Bs is
but let
cute.
us know.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do this all again next week.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.